Greetings to all our beautiful listeners. Welcome to the Empowerment Podcast. This is the Empowerment Talk Show on a Tuesday, a beautiful day indeed that the Lord has made. I'm hoping you are great. I'm hoping you're having a great time celebrating with your family. As we know that today we are celebrating in South Africa Freedom Day, where we celebrate being free in our land from all the oppressions that we once had previously. And today we are celebrating freedom. We are celebrating being free. We are celebrating being equals with everyone, And it's a beautiful day indeed, as we remember, as we look back as to how our forefathers, even parents, once lived in our land in Africa, And today we are celebrating freedom. Most of us and most of the current generations, and from the year 2000 going forward, they are born free. We are born we are born free. When there was freedom in the land, we do not know much of the oppression that our parents went through most, and even our grandfathers went through. And today we are celebrating freedom. We are celebrating that freedom that they fought for. We know many icons who fought for it, and today we are celebrating it. And yes, we are happy that we have iconic people, who did such, who fought for the freedom, who fought to be equals, who fought, that I'm not less than anybody just because of my skin color or any other thing that you might think might limit me. So yes, we are celebrating that day. We are celebrating Freedom Day. We are celebrating it today on a Tuesday. It is a Freedom Day, 27th of April. And I'm hoping at home you are also celebrating the same, and you're also regarding it the same way, with respect and dignity that it deserves. You're reminiscing as to how much of an impact it did to your future today. It did to you today. Most people today are educated. Most people, are occupying position even at work. That if it wasn't for such people who fought for freedom, maybe we wouldn't be where we are. But yes, it is that day indeed. And don't forget that you could get in touch with us. Let us know how you celebrate such days. Let us know what you think of Empowerment Podcast. Let us know what you think of anything that we do as Empowerment Podcast. We'd love to hear from you, and you could send in your suggestions and ideas, anything that you'd like us to know as the Empowerment Podcast. You could send in such messages on 065 615 6641 065 615 6641. That is a WhatsApp number. Send in your audios, send in your messages, send in. We'd really love to hear from you on that WhatsApp number. We're also available on Facebook. We have a Facebook page, Empowerment Podcast. We're having a Facebook group, #Empowerment Podcast. We are having our Instagram account, Empowerment_podcast. We are having our TikTok account, Empowerment Podcast. We're having our YouTube account, Empowerment Podcast. So with all those platforms, you could get in touch with us, and we'd love hearing from you. So definitely, please do get in touch with us in those platforms so that we can reach out also to you, and respond into many things that you would be asking, and so that you could also be able to get in touch with you, and hear what you are thinking of Empowerment Podcast. It could even be encouragement, words of encouragement. You would like to encourage one of us, maybe, or the entire team, as you know that we're bringing to you shows from Monday up until Sunday. We are available for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The entire year we are here for you, to empower you, inspire you, and to definitely equip you. As we all know that last week we were doing a farewell to the presenter that was doing the Empowerment Talk Show, Nokolonene. So today it is my last day doing this show for you. Next week we are definitely presenting to you brand new presenters for the show. It could be 2, it could be 1, who knows? So it's a surprise for you to wait and look out for it next week as to who will be doing the Empowerment Talk Show permanently as from next month. As we know that next week we are beginning a new month. So yes, look out for that also. Yes, it's a very beautiful surprise we're having in store for you. So it is their debut, or is he or her debut. So we don't know who it will be. It could be 2 hers, it could be him and her, it could be him and him, who knows? So it's a surprise that we are all awaiting to see as to who will be doing the Empowerment Talk Show moving forward. Or it could just be 1 person, or it could be 2 people, it could be 3. Empowerment Podcast likes to surprise you, but most of all, we like to deliver nothing but the best, as we are here to empower you, inspire you, and to equip you. So Let's go into today's business. As in South Africa, we are celebrating Freedom Day. There's something I'd like also us to look into, and I think we should really need to be free from, and that is believing or having the courage to take new path. Having the courage to take new path. And I know that most of us are used to the idea of following what has already been done. It's good. It's very good to do what's already been done because it's easier to have references as to how it's done. But also we need to develop a courage of going for that thing the way you envision it, to have that pioneering mind, to have that trailblazing mind, to have that mind that says, I'm going to do it in this way and in the best way I know how, And, most of us don't have such ideas. And what has made the people who came out with great ideas, who pioneered great ideas, for them to be iconic and recognized forever, it is because they dared to take that path. They said, I won't be limited and confiscated by what has already been done. I want to explore. I want to do more. I want to do what hasn't been done. I want to invent something. I want to start something. I want to pioneer something. And most of us, we have this culture and understanding that says we need to do what we've seen been done, and we need to do what we think is doable. We are not stretched that much with our teachings and understanding and with our motivation whenever we motivate one another. We are not taught that much into getting into pioneering something, starting something, creating that path, going that direction. With this topic, it could be even anything besides just, creating something. It could be anything. It could be even, daring, taking that risk, starting that business and putting your twist here and there. Because one of the things that will make an individual remarkable, it is what is that you have done that nobody has done it the way you are doing it. What is your iconic touch? What is your signature to it? What is your special touch? There are things that are called in hospitality industry secret recipe. We could all do hamburgers, but what is that secret recipe of yours that makes us to overlook everybody and go for your specific hamburgers, if it's a hamburger, and for some reason I'm thinking of SpongeBob SquarePants, but we really need to have that secret thing, that iconic thing that we are going to be reminded of, that thing we are going to be that will be remarkable about us, that will say, everybody can do it, but nobody can do it as. And we are not stretched that much as to daring in that perspective, and it is something that we really need to develop a culture into motivating into our society. We need to create a culture whereby we are allowing people to be them so that they could easily express themselves the way they are. And there's a quote that I came across that was written by Ruby Bridges that says, "Don't follow the path, go where there is no path and begin the trail. When you start a new trail equipped with courage, strength, and conviction, the only thing that can stop you is you." I'll read it again. Don't follow the path. Go where there is no path and begin the trail. When you start a new trail equipped with courage, strength, and conviction, the only thing that can stop you is you. In other words, what it's also saying, this quote, is that with beginning a new trail, you are the only one who will stop you because you are the only one in that market. You get it? You are the only one who can stop you because you are the only one in that market. So it is very important for us to also motivate the culture of thinking outside the box, of working outside the box, of doing things without the limitation of the culture says this should be done in this way. It's Freedom Day. We need to learn to liberate ourselves into doing things the way we want to do them, the way we see them being done, so that it can have that iconic touch so that it could have that unique and secret mark or signature rather of yours. It could be authentically you, so that it could also be easily done your way, because now it's suitable to you as an individual. So we need to stretch in our culture, or even in our understanding, that we need to raise up a generation that will understand that, to do things the way everybody's doing them, it is good. But what's even greater, it is going beyond the boundaries and the limitation. It is going beyond the norms of how everybody wants it to be done. So with today's episode, I'm challenging everybody. I'm challenging all our listeners of the Empowerment Podcast, to go an extra mile. It's the 27th of April, Freedom Day. Liberate yourself. You have that business idea. You have that that recipe you have. Go an extra mile. Do beyond. You'll never know what it holds. Maybe you're the next big thing if you could take that risk. If you could just liberate yourself. Maybe you're the next big Mark Zuckerberg or whoever you're thinking of that is iconic to you. If you could take that risk and start doing that thing in that way, I believe that you'll definitely be doing a great thing. Don't forget, empower people around you. Don't forget, encourage people around you. Don't forget, inspire people around you. And even if you have the ability, equip them. Make sure that we are a rainbow or a nation that is empowered, inspired, that is equipped, and with so doing, I believe we would be doing justice to our freedom as a nation. So with today's special day, as it is Freedom Day, and with this show, the Empowerment Talk Show, I'm just encouraging everybody listening to, take that step, liberate yourself, do that business idea, and do it your way. It will be best done in your way. Don't be afraid. Liberate yourself and go for it. Believe you me, you won't regret it. This was the Empowerment Talk Show. You're listening to the Empowerment Podcast. Thank you so much. See you next week as we will be presenting to you the brand new presenters for the Empowerment Talk Show. Thank you for accepting me for those 2 weeks. Thank you for being with us, and we are hoping to see you next week, same time, same place. Don't forget to listen to tomorrow's show, Purpose Driven with Mr. James Villagazi. It's a promise. You will have a great time. Also, don't forget to Living a Victorious Life, and the Pioneers of Greatness, Youthful and Impactful, and the Soulful Talks. Thank you so much. This is the Empowerment Podcast. I am Lunga Mr. Kumalo. Thank you so much.